Hello, it's go time. Here with my Z10 Soarer. Today, I'm getting started working on it. I'm really hoping to get it running and hopefully driving. I've got some cleaned, checked, refreshed injectors. I did take them off this, they are the original injectors. Didn't film that because it was gross and it's a rat's nest in there. It's a whole mess in there. Crossover pipe, 2 parts of a plenum. It's a serious undertaking. But I'm gonna try and get these injectors in and hopefully it'll just run and things will be well in the world. If not, more troubleshooting, that'll be this episode. If so, I don't even know. Hopefully some cool stuff. Maybe I'll start on some rust repair. I don't know, we'll see how we go. But I'm Dylan, this is Go Time. This is Coda. Let's do it. Alright, this is the aforementioned rat's nest. So, I just gotta clean up this intake flange here. I'll have to time it again because I took the distributor off, so I have to do ignition timing again. But hopefully, it will go okay, and everything will be alright. That's me, let's go. Alright, here's my refreshed injectors. This place was like a 3-minute drive from my house. It's called like Australian Injector Company. And they turned them around in like a day with fresh seals. They checked the spray pattern, checked the consistency between the injectors, gave them an ultrasonic clean. Put new gaskets on them. And they look very nice. Check out the pitting on them. These things have seen some shit. But yeah, put them in. Hopefully they work. That's alright. It's gonna come together. I'm glad the injectors are in. I've got to come back to this in a couple days' time. Well, that intake plenum looks a lot better and it's a bit cleaner, and I've got it mocked up to just try and remember where everything goes and make sure I've got all the bolts. But every single one of my injector plugs on the harness has broken because they're these old Bosch connectors, the square ones, which are horrible connectors. And it's Sunday, so I'll have to wait till tomorrow to grab some new ones of those. So I think I'm gonna do some while I'm in here's. That's nasty. That was full of leaf litter and crap. This looks like fiberglass. I don't like that. Disgusting. Aircon out. Oh, weight reduction. That's mad weight reduction, bro. Every YouTube channel ever. Yeah, I removed 1 kilo from my car. It's gonna be so much sportier, bro. Though I do want this to be as light as I can make it. I'm not one for making big sacrifices for minimal weight reduction, like removing interiors and stuff like that, like we all did in 2015. But this looks already, and might not be that much of a difference on camera, but it's already so much tidier and neater and more manageable in here than it was before, and that's what I'm all about, because I just get a headache when I look at an engine bay that's just full of crap. And I love aircon, and I'd love to have aircon in there, and it's a sacrifice I'd be willing to make for that. But I just know that with this being like a vacuum controlled HVAC system, and archaic at that, and also just missing all those very rare parts, I'm just not going to do that, you know? And that's fine. Sometimes you just got to know what your goals are, and my goals with this car, I guess, are not that. I've still got the parts if I want to do it later, but right now the objective is running, driving car, and not luxury, couch. If you don't know what you're looking at here, this is a Toyota 5MGE. If you don't know what Toyota engine nomenclature is, 5 is like the designation of the displacement. I think it's like the 5th generation of the M series, or the 5th displacement option they came up with. M is the series of engine. All the M series engines were inline 6 cylinders. They mostly came in like luxury sedans and Grand Tourings and stuff like that. It also came in the MA61 Celica Supra, which is probably where it's most known from. And we got heaps of them in our Cressidas, which is a MX73. And all these are sort of precursors to things like your Mark IV Supra or your JZX100 Chaser, that sort of thing. So this is kind of, in a way, the precursor to a JZ. It is an overhead valve, twin cam, 2.8 litre motor. So the G is where that comes in, so 5MG, meaning wide angle twin cam. So that's like the more sporty ones, whereas like the F is narrow angle twin cam, I think they call it. So something like a 1G FE is like still twin cam, but not like the sporty variant. And then E means electronically fuel injected. So this was a factory injected 2.8 litre inline 6 motor. And personally, I think they're really, really cool. In a fair few ways, they're kind of like a long 4AG. They are cam direct to bucket, which is a superior valve design, I think, or valve train design. They don't have floating rockers or any of that stupidness and shit. They sound awesome, and they're super torquey, which is nice. And kind of if you do the maths, this car with this motor is similar power output and similar weight to an S13 Silvia. So I'm interested to see how that translates. Suspension wise, it's almost exactly like a K70. It's got a just McPherson strut with a single lower control arm and like a spindle and a caster arm. So it's very simple, but it does have IRS in the back, very basic independent rear suspension. That's all to say that I really like this motor and I'm keen to hear it go. It's unfortunate that it's auto, but that can be fixed with some money. So I'm keen to clean this motor up, get it running, and see what I can take off of it, because it's just disgusting in here. I forgot to mention that the first thing I did on this when I started working on it was cut off the bottoms of these hinges, the tabs there, so that this can go fully upright like I see A86s and Silvias and stuff do. I've always wanted to do it, but I couldn't because K70 bonnets, the hinges go into the rain duct. But yeah, it's pretty mad being able to have it open that wide and get all that light in there. It is a new day, and I have a couch for my new workshop. And what's this? 1mm cold rolled steel for doing rust repairs on a particular very rusty Toyota. And maybe this rusty Toyota also. Come here, lady. Yeah. I've got the perfect paperweight to flatten this corner of the carpet out. 4AG. I need a new de-pinning tool, so I'm going to use this precision screwdriver. Hopefully that'll do the trick. So yeah, first time setting ignition timing on a 5M. There's a little hole in the cam that lines up with a hole in the something in the head, and that shows you your top dead center exactly. And then down there we're in line with the 0 mark. And then I believe there's a little set of alignment marks there. So it's just like a 4AG. I can do this. I'm a mechanic. Everything's gonna be okay. God damn. So much stuff in this freaking engine bay, it's ridiculous. Alright, that should do it. Alright, the battery is going in. Let's see. Let's see if it's in time. Let's see if the injectors work. Let's see a lot of things. Oh, I love that dash. Alright, park. Cody, you ready? See if it'll start on this and then continue afterwards. Nothing so far. It would help if I connected the ignition coil. That would help. Oh, it's so close. I reckon that's ignition timing being wrong. Let's see. Ooh, big backfire. That's doing something. Oh, might not have enough fuel pressure from that. Oh yeah, there's fuel everywhere. Alright, well, gotta figure that one out. Oh no, that's a lot of fuel. What do you reckon, mate? I'm thinking it's possible that the high pressure line to the cold start injector is causing our leak. I'm kind of hoping that's the case. So I'm going to take it off, replace the banjo fitting with a bolt. So we don't need the cold start injector necessarily. And we'll see if that's our leak. Well, I do not have a bolt the right size to cap this off, but I do have an old banjo fitting. I'm going to cut it off, scrub off the zinc plating and put a tack in the hole and see if I can fix this problem. Nice, I can't see shit. The helmet's out of battery. So this was the objective here, because I got this banjo bolt and I've got nothing of the same thread pitch. I need something to block it off. Alright, let's see if it's still leaking. Well, the thing I just made is leaking, but it might not be tight enough. Is it still pissing? I don't think it's leaking, which is great. That's very good news. Now it just needs to start, which it does not. Hey, that's running on its own power. That is running on injectors. Oh my god! It ran. It definitely ran, and it sounded okay. It's not loving living. Maybe I'm a tooth out on the dizzy. Try again. I don't think I did get it right that time. Left. Oh my god! We're getting somewhere! Well, it's running. It's making a couple of funky noises. I'm not getting scared yet, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, the bottom line is though that the bloody injectors were the problem. That's why I wasn't running. Alright, now we have to have the full digital dash experience.
Oh.
Dude, that is so sick. I love that so much. That's awesome. I have to admit, this is one of life's greatest pleasures, I think, for me. This car was not running, and now it runs. That's cool. It's a machine. It might work. It has no brakes currently, but I could probably putt it around the block with the handbrake. Yeah, I'm really stoked on that. It's just, that's such a good feeling. It feels amazing. I should buy more cars that suck. I can't help myself. I'm going to see if I can get it to move. it worked. It drove. That's mad. Alright, well that's about all I have time for in this episode. Took me a couple more days to get the thing running than I'd hoped for. But I'm super psyched to have it running. I think next up I'll just bleed the brakes so that I can give it a proper drive, because I just drove it with the handbrake on. But I'm elated. Like, the thing drives, runs, putts around. There's work to be done, but you know, it's 100 times more functional than it was at the start of this episode, so that's sick. So yeah, next up I'll bleed the brakes. We'll get started on some rust repairs and then hopefully some suspension stuff after that, or in the midst of that, because the rust repair is going to take me a while. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. I'll see you later. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? Ah. Woo! Yeah.